Whoa! That was my impression of a crowded stadium, likely hosting some kind of sporting event. I was doing it to try and pry good feelings out of you because of possible good memories you have associated with similar sounds. And also you'll likely want to hear them again because of how long it feels like since they've been all shut down. So a previous video I made was on one Mr. No Neck Big Ed, a lad from San Diego who's big and doesn't have a neck. Go figure. And also on his 90-day fiancée, Rose Marie, a formerly single mother raising her child in the Philippines. These two met online and started dating online as well, much like that local friend group of yours who ends up in Discord calls with each other by the end of most nights, except one of your friends is 50 in this scenario and the other's first language isn't English, so no one's ever really sure what's really happening. And today we're going to be having some more funny fun times in regards to these people. But instead of just learning about Ed and his partially self-inflicted tragic past, I want to learn about the other half. I want to learn about Rose. I want to learn about these two together and the struggles that they share. TLC editing, man. I'm convinced that to be able to edit something like that in that way is a gift that needs to be given to you by some higher power. Because there are just shots of Ed sitting down and practically vibrating like a Bluetooth speaker in his chair, and Rose just walking. And the only thing my brain could have thought to add there was to mute the shot of Rose walking while wearing a Warpath face and add SpongeBob sound effects. Ed stands up, then sits right the hell back down. And I didn't think Ed even had the ability to look down, much less do that same thing in shame. To not have a neck, but to still be able to stare at your toes wistfully is a true feat. Get it? One I don't think you, the viewer, quite understand the seriousness of. Here, I have an exercise for you, now follow along. I want you to sit or stand up as rigidly and straight as possible. Neck straight, shoulders back, all of that shit. Make sure your neck is completely straight and taut in that position. Now without moving your eyes or neck, slowly but surely, look down at the ground. Look at you! Look at us! We look like fools! Can you just feel how much body you had to put into that just to see the dirt under your grimy ass toenails? Okay, that last bit I'm probably just projecting, let's be honest. But either way, that's how Big Ed feels every day of his life, bud. He's a champion athlete by necessity.
I was worried about you. Where were you this morning?
I woke up early morning and I want to think what you said yesterday. I want to be alone and have space for things.
Wow. Despite the language barrier, she communicated what she was feeling and what she wanted to do at that point very clearly. I just don't expect it on TLC, and because of that clear and concise delivery that I'd say pretty successfully shared where her mind was at, the knife that it digs into Big Ed's reasonably sizable gut is just made that much pointier. I should mention that this video is titled Rose Goes Off on Big Ed. Something tells me that a social media manager over at TLC has been keeping an eye on these 90-day fiancé commentary videos, and whatever he took away from them as far as titling and tags or some shit and thumbnails was the right damn thing, because this video got over 5 million views in 3 days and was on the trending page, bro. That's money moves up the ball sack, baby. This whole situation is really tense though, and I honestly miss Happy Ed that would play JoJo's Bizarre Adventure hand fetish with Rose's hands. So let's look at an earlier video that will totally be less awkward than this one instead. Big Ed showers with Rose's dad.
Gusto daw niya maligo.
Sige, ako rin maliligo na.
My dad say we want to shower too with you.
Ah, you can just see the cobwebs coming off of his brain in real time. The gears start turning in his head and his thoughts are running faster than me from my fuming and deadly ex-wife. I have to shower? With a dude? Ah! He's just running on autopilot with his jaw dropped the whole time. He gets in the shower and he doesn't even realize it started because he's still in shock. And then the dad helps him get cleaned at the hard-to-reach bits between the cheeks, and Ed finally snaps back to reality after it's already over.
Together now?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay. Yeah.
You know, that's like the exact opposite of the reaction I just described. Good on you, Ed. You still look like good old life gave you a few haymakers to the nose, but you worked past it to show that you actually care for the girl and are willing to go past your comfort zone for her. So not too shabby, my man.
Ed is shocked, but it's normal to my family to take a wash together. we are close and we are comfortable to each other.
Damn, I just cannot relate. Being comfortable with those around you? I'm not even comfortable spending time with myself. Not in like an insecure, I hate my own guts kind of way. Nah, more like I'll be stretching and then my arm will come back into my field of vision and it jump scares me. I start just wailing on my own arm with my other arm to show him who's boss around here. And if that fucker thinks he gets to get away with sneaking up on me, then he's got another thing coming, bud. Nobody sneaks up on me and gets away with it. Not even literally my own flesh.
Put out.
Take this, huh?
That grunt was certainly a noise, but more importantly, look at Ed's tattoos. Those are sick. Look, he's got a Beyblade on his arm or the Naruto eye. Honestly, I don't know. It just looks like a fidget spinner to me. But this dude has like the Ben Affleck phoenix across his back super nonchalantly. I never did figure out how Batfleck hid that shit during the shirtless scenes in Batman v Superman.
Yes. Okay, what do we do?
Man, these TLC editors have to be my long-lost brothers. We're kindred spirits. Because while Ed was taking his shirt off, making grunts and knocking shit over or whatever, they just decided that the best thing to do here was to have no music on until the big no-neck man has his girlfriend, question mark, pour water all over him. They have to have a good-ass time in that editing room. I'm convinced. I want in now.
Oh my God! Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice.
Now, I know this may look very pitiful, but that water could be really cold, especially comparatively to the temperature in the Philippines. And if you think that you'd fare better in a cold shower than Big Ed, keep in mind that the might of the cold shower is enough to bring so many men to their knees that it's a TikTok trend to step under said cold shower to find out what sex noises you would make. It's time to commit human rights violations on myself.
Nice. This has to be the weirdest experience of my life. Nice. Oh yeah, nice.
I love how much fun the dad is having. Like for Ed, this is the weirdest experience of his life, but Rose's dad is having the time of his life. Watching a dude his age trying to figure out how to shower for the first time, it's like when you stay at a friend's house or some weird ratty ass Airbnb that you can't figure out how to turn the shower on at, but crank to 11. This is New Game Plus of not knowing how to use the shower. This is Dante Must Die mode. The Dark Souls of showers.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Holy shit, that dad's whoa sounds like an ad-lib on a Playboy Cardi song, especially after he surpassed the baby voice and went all the way to human sperm cell instead. Sir Cartier was talking in Animal Crossing Villager on that Drake song. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I didn't know you liked committing war crimes in foreign nations too.
Are those chickens?
Yeah, these are chicken.
Okay, this dude hasn't just not been to the Philippines before. I'm thinking he's never been outside of San Diego. Because I've met people from all across the damn country that keep chickens. Usually in like a separate shed, but this ain't anything out of the ordinary, my man. Sometimes it's just nice to keep them fresh eggs on you so you can pelt them at children harmlessly passing by your house on their bikes and scooters. It brings me great joy to yoke them, per se. Yes, there's a warrant out for my arrest, and that's why I have the disguise.
Pabuksan ng tubig. Salamat.
There's chickens. There's chickens.
Yeah.
And rabbits and bunnies.
Holy shit, she just started spraying. Damn, Ed must have fooled her 3 times because she said fuck the peace sign and let it rain on him. If you got that whole joke, then it's time for both of us to listen to something other than that one J. Cole song for the 400th time.
Some bunnies. Okay, hold on. Okay.
She's really got him lined up like it's a firing squad, but instead of making a mess, she's cleaning it up. The dad unflinching and staring disappointedly like Judge Judy down at Ed, while he just doesn't register it at all because he's too busy getting all wet from Rose. Wait a minute.
Rose.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, I dropped the soap. That's it. Thank you.
You got fucking lucky, buddy. Try that move in the wrong place and see what happens. And you didn't have to phrase it like, I dropped the soap. If bitches was English speaking as much as you are right now, you would have made the situation of showering with my girlfriend's dad right after meeting him somehow 10 times worse than before. That's a talent. You can just see the genuine gratitude on Ed's face when he actually got handed back the soap instead of getting pounded in the ass.
Oh my God. Rose, what is that?
Oh shit, that's my roommate Stevie. He's the homie and low-key, kinda keeping the lights on. I think you guys would get along great. And Ed, I said he's paying my rent, so if you could stop looking at him like you're seeing a dying rat, I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to kinda keep this roof over my head, my guy. Would be much appreciated if you reeled it in, dude. That's what, in my head, would have ideally happened, but of course it didn't, and here's the real one.
I think mouse.
That's a mouse or a rat?
I think so.
How do you think the cameraman felt about this one? Ed and Rose can choose to look at the not so alive thing twitching on the ground and pretend it's not there. But nah, not the cameraman. He's gotta look at the thing and he's gotta stare. Not only does he have to stare, but he has to do it through a high resolution, expensive ass camera. One that can perceive more detail than the human eye. And not only that, but he's gotta get a zoom in shot. My guy is the real hero here.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to get out of here, so I'm going to make hotel reservations as soon as possible.
She just does not care. Maybe it's been there her whole life and she just never thought about it. What is it? I don't know. I never really thought about it. Maybe a mouse or something. Oh, Jesus. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe with notifications on. Yes, this is a threat. You can follow me on Twitter at Kwite, on Instagram at Kwite.png, and on TikTok at KwiteTikTok. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I will see you guys next time.